Folks, sometimes it's hard to be inspired living in a world that constantly bombards us with stories of heartbreak and tragedy. But once in a while, there's a story that comes along that kind of moves us and completely restores our faith in humanity. Take a look at this. Back in 1957, newlyweds Reverend Gilbert Caldwell and his wife Grace drove 8 hours to America's premier honeymoon hideaway, the Mount Airy Lodge, a popular star-studded resort for more than 100 years. But when the couple arrived, the hotel turned them away because of the color of their skin. During one speaking engagement last year at Bear Tavern Elementary in New Jersey, the Caldwell story had a profound impact on one fifth-grade class.
At the end of the story, I was like, that's just terrible.
It was really heartbreaking. Just because it's just so wrong.
I feel like this is the worst thing that someone could do to someone.
So the students decided to take a stand. Each fifth grader wrote a letter to Mount Airy Resort and Casino. One letter said, "The Caldwells made me think about not only standing up for myself, but standing up for others and fixing mistakes that were made in the world." And the students requested an all-expense-paid honeymoon do-over for the Caldwells. The old Mount Airy Lodge was torn down years ago, but the new owner of the resort was so impressed with the students' letters that they happily obliged and finally made a wrong right. 60 years later, the Caldwells had their second honeymoon. Please welcome Mr. Gilbert and Miss Grace. Mr. Gilbert and Miss Grace, welcome to the show.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, especially in the times we live in, you know, all that civil rights has tried to overcome, and then of recent years to see so much being done to counter that, you know. You just can't hear a person say, like, for example, the thing that happened in Charlottesville where you got people on, but you can't say that there's good people on both sides. So you can't hate a person because he's Jewish, because he's black, because he's gay, and then turn around and say, but you're a good person, though. No, you can't be a good person and hate other people simply because of who they are.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
Yes.
And in this time, and look, we've got the fifth grade class who took a stand for the Caldwells live via Skype. Yeah, we got them, baby. I think it's absolutely phenomenal what you young people did. I don't know if you understand this, but you really made a super stance here. You put a mark in America that need to be shown up. You know, for you all to write these letters, that's crazy good. I gotta tell you that. That's just crazy good. Yeah. Kids, have you all heard of the Great Wolf Lodge?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, they want to thank you all for doing such a good deed for the Caldwells. That's why we're sending your entire class on a 2-night stay to their family resort in the Pocono Mountains. That's right, the whole class is going. Everybody, we're gonna do something for you, man. So we want to say thank you to a great group of young people, the Bear Tavern Elementary, and a special thanks to Mr. Gilbert and Miss Grace for sharing their story with us. What a great story. We'll be back, everybody.